High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
You're who you always were.
She was screaming and crying. I've never seen her like that in my life.
You're who you've always been.
So we ended up calling the doctor, and he said, this isn't just an ear infection.
You always had it in you.
This is our daughter. We didn't know how to help her.
To fight monsters and win.
Every day, thousands of kids like Gwen enter a Children's Miracle Network hospital. And for many of them, they're fighting for their lives. Children's hospitals are underfunded, which is why these hospitals rely on community support. 100% of contributions made at helpkidstoday.org go to your local member children's hospital so they can spend it on their most urgent needs.
It's life-changing for a kid like Gwen.
We can't change their diagnosis, but together, we're changing their future. For ways to help, visit us at helpkidstoday.org. helpkidstoday.org.
If you're an employer looking for dedicated and reliable staff, reach out to Easter Seal Senior Community Service Employment Program. They offer recruitment and placement services at no cost to you.
If you were going to look for someone to help you in your business and you were willing to invest just a little bit into upgrading that person's job skills, you can't lose. You know what you need. Write it down. Give CSEP your desires and let them find a person for you to interview. Don't hesitate to look for a quality worker there.
Visit easterseals.com to learn more.
And welcome back here live on Z92. Tyler Riggs with you as we get ready to get the first boys game of the day for the Compass Athletics Winter Classic underway here. It's the Boomer boys taking on the Perryton Rangers in this one this morning. Starting lineups getting announced here for the Perryton Rangers. We'll get to that in just a minute. And for the Boomers, coming up here, we'll have number 0, Sammy Baker, the senior guard. He'll get that start today. See number 2, Zach Chavez, coming into the starting lineup as well, the senior guard. Number 15, Hunter Mosley, the junior. And in the post, you'll see number 35, Jesus Cano. And at the center, number 44, Jake Meade. So it'll go Baker, Chavez, Mosley, Cano, and Meade for the Boomers. For the Perryton Rangers in this one, it will go Cervantes, Daxton Ridgen, Kyle Fager, Tad Shigoda, and Cade Gilbert. That will be the 5 for each team there as they're getting the last huddles under the way here. I imagine on the jump it'll probably be, see if it's going to be Jesus or me. It's going to be Jesus Cano taking the jump for the Boomers. For the Rangers, that'll be number 52, Cade Gilbert, taking the opening tip here. 8 minutes on the clock. Boomer season getting ready to get underway. Started off with this tournament. Boomers wearing their home whites. Perryton wearing the reds. Ball's up in the air, tipped, and it's controlled by Perryton. As Gilbert wins the tip, he'll pass it back off to Julian Cervantes. Cervantes barking out some orders. They'll get over to the left wing now. Move it back up top. Now over here to the right wing, that's going to be Fager. Now gets back to Cervantes, gets a screen, drives the lane, tries to pass inside, picked off in traffic by Zach Chavez. And we got a foul here early as Chavez was trying to get in transition. And that's going to be on number 5, Kyle Fager. His first foul of the game, first foul of the ball game for either team. So on the inbound, it'll be Meade to Sammy Baker now. Perryton in a bit of a full court press here. Baker does get across the timeline. He's got over there on the right wing. Now takes it to the middle. Still matched up here one-on-one with Daxton Ridgen. Now dumps it over to Chavez on the right corner. Chavez will get out over here to Hunter Mosley. Now left court, it's Baker. He'll pump fake. He'll drive. Dumps it down into Jesus Cano. Power dribble. Cano goes up strong. Shot's no good, but a foul called. Jesus Cano will go to the line for 2. Good ball movement right there by the Boomers. One of the things that Coach Roper had talked about last night, one of the differences you'll see is their focus on more of some of these sets here in the half court offensively. So it's Jesus Cano at the line. Fouls there on Tad Shigoda. His first free throw for Cano is up and good. So the first points of the season for the Boomers will go to senior Jesus Cano. Second attempt here, takes a dribble, Takes a breath, puts it up, and that one's good as well. Jesus Cano on the board with 2 points, and the Boomers lead 2-0 as we're just underway. 7:18 to go in this first quarter. Now inbounded here to Sprontes, quickly up. That's over to the left corner to Ridgen. Sprontes, top of the key, now has it. Over to the left wing, taking Jesus off the dribble. Drives, puts it up off the glass, and good. Julian Sprontes, good drive right there. He's on the board for Perryton. It's 2-2 now. Quickly go the Boomers the other way. It's Sammy Baker across the timeline. He's got top. The key about right wing there. Gets some traffic. Gets it to Hunter Mosley in the right corner. Mosley looking. Gets up Jake Meade, top the key. Now Chavez. He'll pump fake in the left corner. Gets back out to Meade. Meade will take a three from the right corner. Let fly. No good. Rebounded though inside by Jesus Cano. And it's poked away by Cervantes and stripped by Daxton Ridgen. And now Perryton goes the other way. Cervantes quickly here. Right corner three is up. He's unguarded. That's no good. Skying for the rebound is Jake Meade, though. And now hand off to Sammy Baker. They're going to go quick. He floats it up to Zach Chavez in transition off glass. No good from the right side. Rebounded, though, by Hunter Mosley. He'll put it back up. No good. Tipped out by Jesus Cano, but it's controlled by Perryton. Still 2-all here. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. We're going quick. Snap quick up to Cervantes over there in the left corner. He's double teamed. That's going to roll out of bounds. They're going to say it was off the foot of Woodward Boomers. So Perryton will keep the possession here. Inbounding from the side over there will be Tad Shigoda. Shigoda, as mentioned, one of the consistent scorers for this Rangers team. Boomers going to have to identify him. Cervantes has it way out. Now out by the scores table on the W. He's guarded by Hunter Mosley. He'll get a screen, but he'll pass it off over there to Gilbert. Gilbert to Cervantes as they're trying to get something set up. Now he gets Ridgen. Ridgen fakes the pass inside. He's out there guarded by Sammy Baker on the one. Takes Baker off the reel. Gets to the right middle there. Puts up. That's no good. Rebounded by Jake Meade. Passed up to Sammy Baker. Chavez in transition into the left side. Chavez will get back at Baker. Back to Chavez. Left corner three is up, and that's nothing but net. Zach Chavez on the board for the first time this season. And the Boomers take a 5-2 lead. 5:30 to go now. Chavez on the board for the first time this season. And the Boomers take a 5-2 lead. 5:30 to go now. Rangers inbound here to Cervantes. He'll get it quickly across the half-court line. Bit of pressure from Woodward. It's off in the left corner. Now they go up their left wing to Daxton Ridgen. He's guarded by Hunter Mosley. Gets a screen. Now he rolls around that screen. Tries to get inside. Runs into some traffic in the lane there by the Boomers. And he'll get fouled on the floor. They'll say reach in. And they're going to say that was Sammy Baker on the reach in there. So his first foul of the ball game. First foul for the Boomers. Still 5-2 here early. Woodward leads. 5:19 to go in this opening boys game of the Campus Athletic Winter Classic. Now an inbounds here for Perryton by Kyle Fager. Tries to throw it down inside to Gilbert. That's knocked out of bounds. Oh, excuse me, to Shigoda. That's knocked out of bounds. It will stay here with the Rangers. Fager will trigger again. Guard at the line. Gets out up top there to Ridgen. Now left corner goes over to Fager. Now the free throw line. Shigoda makes a couple moves, puts up a tough layup over Cano. It'll just roll out. It was high off glass. Cano gets the board after jumping 2 or 3 times, waiting for that one to come off the rim. And they're going to get a foul on Daxton Ridgen second foul there on Tad Shigoda. Foul trouble early for him. Could be a problem for Perryton as he fouled Cano as Cano was coming down with the rebound. So Boomer ball here. Sammy Baker walked across the timeline. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Boomers lead 5-2. So over to the right wing where there's that shot. So Cervantes off dribble. Gets it down low to the block. Has to pass out. Gets to Baker in the left corner. Baker will dribble drive. Put up a floater. That one's no good from about 8 feet out. Tried to be tipped over by Jesus Cano, but it's controlled by Perryton. Up quick goes Perryton now. Kyle Fager in the left corner. Now top of the key. It's going to be Ridgen guarded by Baker. He's going to walk it over there to Shigoda. Shigoda back out to Fager, left wing. Fager will drive. Now kick back out to Cervantes. Cervantes going one-on-one with Mosley. Now flips it back to Shigoda, guarded by Chavez. Tough defense by Chavez. Got to kick back out to Fager. Pump fakes the three. Now dribble drive from left corner by Shigoda. Puts up a tough shot. Gets it to go. But they're going to say, I think the foul are going to say is on the floor. It was. So bit of a break there for the Boomers as the tough shot was good, but they're going to say it was on the floor. Basket waved off. So it's 5-2 here. We got substitution now for Perryton as Kyle Fager will go out and Aiden Tarango will come in for the Rangers. Tarango will inbound here. Triggers over there to Daxton Ridge. He's double teamed the left corner. Has it dumped inside to Tarango. Now back out to Ridge. Pump fakes the three. Tries to get off. Good defense there by Hunter Mosley. Now he's got kicked out. Cervantes. He'll drive. They'll try to kick it back to the left corner to Ridgeton there. And let's see, they're going to say it was off the Rangers, so it's going to be Boomer ball. Good defensive stand there by the Boomer defense in the half court. 4:06 to go in this first quarter. It's 5-2. Boomers on top. Now into the ball game for the first time at point guard. It's going to be Mr. Sam Cheek. Still taking it across the timeline. He took out Sammy Baker there. Cheek will go over to the right corner. Picked up his dribble. Dumps inside for Jesus Cano, but it's through Cano's hands and out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover for the Boomers. Sam Cheek just a little too high on that one for Jesus. I'll be back to Perryton here. Been a slow first quarter, 3:53. Only 7 total points right now. So Woodward leads 5-2. A full court pressure here on the inbound. Almost get it tipped away. Hunter Mosley almost got it. And they're going to foul. No, there's a timeout there by Coach Chad Farmer as they were in danger of not getting to the timeline. So 3:46 left to go in this first quarter. The Boomers lead 5-2 over Perryton. This is Boomer basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin X-Ice Snow Tires' long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
And welcome back here to Jimmy Peck Court at Boomer Fieldhouse. It's the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic, we are right now in the middle of the first quarter of the first boys game of the tournament. It's the Woodward Boomers leading over the Perryton Rangers 5-2 right now. So a slow start for both teams. Good defense, though so far by the Boomers, been really suffocating both in the full court and the half court. Forced Coach Chad Farmer to take a timeout there before the break as they were in danger of not getting across the timeline. Boomers going to come out with that full court press look again here. Inbound is going to be Cervantes. He's going to flip it inbound over there to Ridgeton. Back to Cervantes trying to break this press. Now dribbles around 2 Boomers. Gets across the timeline quick. Goes to the left corner. 3 ball is up. And that is way wayward. Kate Gilbert, the big man over there in the left corner, tried to take that one. And that one was off, hand in the face. Good pressure again by the Boomers. They're going to say it was tipped, though. And so it's going to be out of bounds to Perryton. Here's inbounds underneath the goal now. Trigger, it's inside now to Ridgeton. Now flip back out there to Durango. Triggered on the inbound. Cervantes has the top of the key, guarded by Jake B. Now Zach Chavez picks him up. Now flips back over to Ridgeton, left corner. Or left wing, He'll dribble drive, kick. Into the game is Isaiah Dominguez. He'll put up a shot. And did not. They're going to call a foul on that one. Shot was no good. Got blocked. Not a foul. Got blocked out of bounds. So Perryton will have another chance here. Triggering underneath their own end. Into the ball game now is Eduardo Muniz. He'll take out Kate Gilbert. That'll be Triangle inbound in. Zach Chavez picks it off, though. He's going the other way in transition. Goes up for the layup, and he's got it. Easy 2 points, and Zach Chavez is now up to 5 of the Boomers 7 as they lead 7-2. Full court pressure again for the Boomers. Cervantes gets it into Ridgeton. Ridgeton will dribble across. Gets it up to Durango there. He'll take a wayward 3. Jake Meade pressure, hand to the face. That's no good. Rebounded by Chavez. He'll slow down a little bit as he dribbles it across the timeline. Gets over right wing Sam Cheap. He'll fake that 3. He'll drive. Gets it off. Now kicks out Hunter Mosley, who's open left wing for 3. And that one just a bit short. No good. Rebound, though, but he put back up on the pogo, and that's good. Jake Meade with 2 points off the second chance. His first points of the ball game. 9-2 now. Boomers lead, 2:40 to go in this first quarter. And now the full court pressure and their turnover. Chavez, he'll flip it to Cano, and Cano can't quite handle it there. It'll be off his leg, out of bounds. Boy, good pressure again on the full court by the Boomers as they had trapped Durango over there, and he had to flip it out and it was picked off, but cannot finish that transition. Now into the ball game here, Peyton Hughes, his first action of the day. And now another inbound. Zach Chavez flips it back, picks it off, flips it back to Peyton Hughes for 3. Bealey from the left wing, and that's good. My goodness, 12-2 for the Boomers now. It's a lead with 2:25 to go in this first quarter. Peyton Hughes on the board quickly. Other way goes Perryton. Oh, big swat by Jake Meade on the other end here is Maddox Miller, who was into the ball game, tried to drive on the open lane. Jake said, get out of here. Oh, my. A couple blocks early for Mr. Meade. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Never mind. Oh, my. Blew the whistle on him. So, not a clean block, they'll say. So, that will send Maddox Miller to the line here for Perryton. Jake Mead's first foul of the ball game. Second team foul for the Boomers. Miller bends his knees, dips, and shoots, and swishes that first free throw. That breaks the drought there for the Rangers. They gone good nearly 5 minutes there without scoring. Miller will get a second chance this year now. Gets the ball, rolls it a couple times, shrugs his shoulders, dips the knees, puts it up, and that one's good as well. Max Miller 2 for 2 from the line. It's now 12-4. Woodward still leading over Perryton. Offensively here, Zach Chavez is going to get the left wing. Jake Mead has the top key, back out to Chavez. Now down low to Jesus. Jesus will take a mid-range jumper from the corner. That's no good. Rebounded over there by Zayas Dominguez. He'll flip it over to Ridgeton. He'll get across the timeline now to Shigoda. Shigoda will dribble drive, puts it a little bit of a Euro step. Can't get to go through traffic, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Jake Mead gets the swap, but they're going to say another foul on Mead. Not a clean block. That will send Tad Shigoda to the line. Second foul on Jake Mead there. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. I know it's going to be a tough deal because big man, they're going to be going at him. Shigoda, as we mentioned in the pregame, one of the consistent leading scorers here for the Rangers. Been a bit quiet. Hasn't had any points yet. His first free throw, a tad short as well. It's no good. Coming into the ball game now for the Boomers with Jake Mead in foul trouble. It's going to be the big man, number 55, Nash Hunter, the senior in here. Still 12-4, a minute 56 to go in this first quarter. Woodward leads. Shigoda's second free throw is up, and that one's good. So Tad Shigoda on the board for the first time today. Perryton cuts the deficit back to 7, 12-5. Here's Sam Cheap dribbling up to the timeline. He'll get up to Peyton Hughes, right wing. Now back to Cheap. Both guarded over there. Now right corner, it's going to be Chavez. He tries to flip it back out. It's tipped, and now it's picked off by Ridgeon. The other way goes Ridgeon one-on-one with Sam Cheap. Gets the Euro-step layup to go. Up off glass and good. Daxton Ridgeon, his first points, and just like that, it's a 5-point ball game, 12-7 now. Cheap will take it across the timeline for the Boomers. He'll get over to Peyton Hughes. Now the right corner is Chavez. Chavez back right wing to Hughes. He'll pump fake, try to drive. Kicks it back Chavez. Throws it inside to Nash Hunter. Can't quite corral it. Hunter tries to throw it off a Ranger to no avail, though, as it's out of bounds off the Boomers. That's a turnover there in the paint. Perryton will get possession again. Does give a chance for the Boomers to get their full court pressure on here. Now Zach Chavez will come out of the ball game, take a breather, as it's going to be Kyle Martin coming in to see his first minutes of the ball game for the Boomers. Inbounding, here's going to be Tad Shigoda for the Rangers. He'll get into Daxton Ridgeon. He'll go across timeline, break the press. Now he'll go right corner to Fager. Fager puts up a three. That one's an air ball, no good. Rebound on the backside by Sam Cheap. He floats it up to Kyle Martin in transition. Martin pump fake, puts it off the glass from the left block, and good. A good transition bucket there. Kyle Martin on the board quick with his first 2 points of the ball game. That's an inbound here for the Rangers. Fager, he's double teamed and stripped and stolen by Peyton Hughes and Jesus Cano. Hughes will hand it back off Sam Cheap. He's poked from behind. It's taken away over there by Max Miller now in transition. He'll drive left block, puts up the shot, and they're going to say it was a charge. Taking the charge was Sam Cheap. Shot was no good as Max Miller drove hard to the paint. Good eyes right there by Sam Cheap to get set. That's another turnover for the Rangers. 14-7 now here in this one. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's been a back and forth one. Been an up and down one despite tad lack of score. Across the timeline goes Cheap. We'll get over to Peyton Hughes, right wing. Top of the key is Cheap. Now Peyton Hughes takes a big three from the right wing. So good. Long rebounds fought for. Colliding is Sam Cheap and Daxton Ridgeon. I think they're going to get a foul here on Sam. And they do. Foul will go on Sam Cheap, his first in the ball game. And team's fifth foul now here in this first quarter. So approaching the bonus. It was early. Looked like Perryton was going to be in foul trouble, but now it's the Boomers. Long inbound here. Intended for Daxton Ridgeon, picked off by Sam Cheap. Tatch go to full court with it. Sam Cheap picked it off. That goes right wing over there to Peyton Hughes. Now left corner, Kyle Martin's open for three. Oh, that one's out, no good. Long rebound, though, corralled by Peyton Hughes. Boomers will have possession here. 15 seconds to go for the quarter, and Sam Cheap's going to hold that at the W, and they'll try to go last possession. 10 seconds now to Hughes. Now back up to Cheap. 8 seconds. Still back to Peyton Hughes, now right wing. 5 seconds. Now gets over to the right corner. Martin, the guy get it off. 2 seconds. Chiefs going to take a long three to end the quarter, and that one just short. That one was from the deep corner there. But at the end of one, it's the Woodward Boomers leading over the Perryton Rangers in this opening boards round. The Compass Athletic Winter Classic will come right back. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Don't wait until your first claim to find out about your insurance coverage. Stop by the Wise Agency office, located at 1915 Oklahoma Avenue across from Sonic, and let Kelly Sampson or Christy Bridges review and explain your home and auto insurance coverages. The Wise Agency represents AAA Insurance and will do their best to provide service before and after a claim. Don't forget to ask about the AAA membership that provides you with traditional roadside services, discounts on your home and auto insurance, lodging, car rentals, and much more. Like the Boomers, be a winner. Switch to AAA Insurance and save. What's undeniable control in winter? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with BF Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 4th to December 13th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get up to $70 in mail-in rebates. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse Jimmy Peck Court as we're getting ready to get the second quarter underway here. It's Boomer boys taking on the Perryton Rangers in the opening game for the boys bracket here in the third annual Compass Athletic Winter Classic. Boomers lead 14-7 after that first quarter. Leading scorer for the Boomers, Zach Chavez with 5. He leads all scorers in the ball game. Inbounding here is going to be Jake Meade to Sammy Baker. They'll get it left corner over there to Peyton Hughes. He'll dribble up the left wing. Now back to Baker, top of the key. Back to Hughes, open for a three, and that's no good. But they fouled the shooter, Peyton Hughes. He's going to go to the line for 3 free throws. Looks like Isaiah Dominguez. Yes, he draws his first foul with the contact, and has now Perryton's team 5th foul. Both Perryton and Woodward with 5 team fouls. Hughes to the line for 3 free throws here. Has a 3 made in that first quarter. Almost got that one to go through the contacts as it rimmed out. Spins the ball back, puts it up, and that one nothing but net on the free throw there for the senior. On the floor currently for the Boomers, it's Baker, Chavez, Hughes, Cano, and Meade. Meade had a little bit of foul trouble in that first quarter, had 2 fouls. Second free throw here for Peyton Hughes is up, and that one's good as well. 2 for 2 so far on this trip to the line. Boomers lead 16-7. Hughes will try to complete this 3-point play. In for Perryton, Cervantes, Max Miller, Kyle Fager, Dickton, and Shigoda. And the third free throw for Peyton Hughes is good, so he makes all 3. The Boomers lead by 10 now, 17-7. Full court pressure here as they inbound to Cervantes. Picked up by Chavez. They'll back it off now a little bit. Cervantes gets it across the timeline. Guarded by Chavez, giving him some fits though, keeping with him. Gets over to the left wing. Now flips the top of the key to Daxton Ridgen. Over right wing to Fager. Gets a screen, gets around it, but he's picked up and has to flip it over to Daxton Ridgen left wing. Bounce inside to Shkoda. Tough drive, puts up a tough shot in traffic. That's no good off glass rim. Fought for on the rebound. That was poked out of bounds by the Rangers. And that's going to go back to the Woodward Boomers here. 7:23 to go in the second quarter. Boomers on top. Sammy Baker with the inbounds from Jake Meade. Gets it across the timeline here. Picked up by Ridgeton now at the W. Right wing over there is Zach Chavez. He'll flip it up to Peyton Hughes, top of the key. Back to Chavez. Open for 3. He'll take it. And that one's a bit short. No good. Long rebound corralled by Julian Cervantes. Rangers going the other way now. Quickly across the timeline. Cervantes is going to try to drive and flip it back out. And they're going to say there was some contact as Peyton Hughes trying to get in there and rip that one away. And they do get Mr. Hughes for his foul. And that'll be his first of the ball game. Boomers' 6th foul as a team here in the first half. Triggering on the inbounds, it's going to be Kyle Fager over here on the right side. Tries to throw it in. It's off the foot of Shigoda. He crowds it back and tries to throw it over to Daxton Ridgen. That's thrown out of bounds. Boomers force another turnover with that tight half-court coverage. It's been good man-to-man defense so far for Coach Roper's squad. It was a big focus for them coming into the season as they help defense and executing well on the half-court defense. Baker now takes across timeline. They'll get a left corner over to Peyton Hughes. He'll dribble back up to the wing. Flips back top of the key now to Baker. Right wing is Meade. Now right corner is Chavez. He'll dribble it over. Gives it back to Baker, who'll explore the space. Tries to dump inside to Jake Meade. That's picked off and stolen away by Tad Shigoda. He'll take it the other way quickly now. Gets down to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Cervantes. Cervantes pump fakes. Hit the step back and off glass from 3 and good. My goodness, a little bit of James Harden right there for Julian Cervantes. He's on the board with the 3. Quickly the other way. Now goes Woodward as they lead 17-10. Chavez over in the left corner. Gets up to Baker, top of the key. Swinging around Peyton Hughes in the right corner now. Flip it inside free throw line to Jesus Cano. They've got Zach Chavez open three from the left corner, and that's good. Chavez buries his second three, and they answer after the big three there from Julian Cervantes. Quickly go the Rangers the other way now. Gets Maddox Miller. Now top of the key, Shigoda for three. That one's short. Deflected right to Maddox Miller. He'll get the board for the Rangers. Left wing now. Flips back to Cervantes. Dribble drive, spins out. Gets it to Miller in the corner left side. That's up and no good. Long rebound again, Grove. Crowd by Kyle Fager. He flips it to Cervantes somehow at the left wing without it getting picked off. Rangers trail 20-10. Now Fager in the left corner. Tees up again for three. That one's no good. This time the Boomers do corral the free throw. It's Sammy Baker. He's going to run off the other way into a host of Rangers. And they're going to say it was a jump ball as Baker was taking it wildly into that lane. Could have got lucky. Maybe it wasn't a charge call as well there. Now we got some mass substitutions coming in after the back and forth, the up-tempo there. Boomers lead 20-10. 5:32 to go in this first half. It's Meade, Chavez, Baker, Cano, and Sam Cheap now back into the ball game. Cervantes takes it here for the Rangers. Gets across the timeline. Has it top of the key. Picked up by Zach Chavez. He's looking to Shigoda, who gets in the right corner. Now top of the key, they go up to Daxton Ridgen. Cervantes left wing now. Trying to find space, gets screen. Good dribble move there. Drives into the lane, floats it up, and good. Sam Cheap tried to draw the charge, but to no avail. 2 more points there for Julian Cervantes. Quickly now they get up to Chavez, left wing. Goes to Jake Meade. Back to Chavez, fakes the three. Now top of the key for Meade. He'll let it rip from three. Gets it to go. Jake Meade from deep gets the three-pointer. 23-12 now here. Boomers still lead. Across the timeline, they get to Shigoda now, left corner. He'll drive. Jake Meade goes up strong on him tall. Thought he had the great defense there. Played it straight up. They're going to call him for the foul, and that's going to send Tad Shigoda to the line for 2. Jesus' first foul there. It looked like he was straight up, but maybe a bit too much body is what they're saying on that one. Shigoda is a consistent, aggressive driver right there. Stands at 6'2". Got a good frame on him for the junior. Free throw is up here, and that one rolls in for him on the first. It missed one and split a pair earlier. Is now second point of the ball game. This guy averages 13.5 for Perryton. Shigoda takes a couple dribbles, sets, puts up that second free throw, and that one is good. It looked good. 23-14 now, Woodward up. Quickly, they flipped up to Zach Chavez. He'll drive from the left side, tries to dump inside to Jesus Cano, makes a dribble move, and Jesus dribbles out of 3 Rangers, floats it up off glass and good from the right block. 25-14 now. Inbounded to Julian Cervantes. He's double teamed here in the backcourt, trying to get it up. He's got Jesus on tip there by Sam Cheap, almost picked off, but picked up over there by Joel Alvarez. Now top of the key, they get Shigoda for 3. That one bounces off, no good. Rimmed out. Boomers corral the board. Baker's got it now going across the timeline. Left wing gets Chavez picked up over there by Alvarez. Dribble move put on him. Now right wing gets over to Jake Meade. Flips back over Chavez. Open for 3. He'll tee up another one. That one's just a bit short. Rebound fought for. Taken by Sammy Baker. He puts it up in the lane. That's short. Another long rebound. And we got a foul on the floor. Sammy Baker was trying to fight for a second offensive rebound. And he fouls Daxton Ridgen. And that will be Baker's second foul. Be team 8th right there. So Boomers approaching should be a 1-and-1 here. It's Perryton now in the bonus. So I send Daxton Ridgen to the free throw line. Back into the game is Kyle Martin and Nash Hunter for the Boomers. Sammy Baker and Jesus Cano going to take a seat for a second. 3:59 to go in this first half. First free throw on the 1-and-1 for Daxton Ridgen is good. Perryton now trails by 10 again, 25-15. Ridgeton with 3 points now in this one. Kay Gilbert coming out of the ball game for the Rangers, excuse me. I'll send Isaiah Dominguez back into the ball game. Second free throw for Daxton Ridgeton is up and good as well. Now Ridgeton going to take a seat here as they'll put in Mason Samples, his first time here today. Gets a well-deserved breather there for Ridgeton, who's played, not for Ridgeton, for Shigoda. Now the right corner for 3. It's Kyle Martin for the Boomers. That's a bit short. Long rebound corralled by Dominguez. He's going to drive the other way quickly. Oh, boy, collision between him and Sam Cheap in the lane there. And they're going to say that's a charge on Dominguez. Proper call there. Wildly out of control. His second foul. Another turnover for Perryton. 25-16 here. Boomers lead. 3:40 to go in this first half. Sam Cheap across timeline. They'll swing it over to Jake Mead now, left corner. He'll dribble to the wing. Flip it back to Nash Hunter in the left corner. Goes cross court to Kyle Martin. A bit high. He's got touched it into Zach Chavez down low. Now kicked out to Mead. Mead's going to drive from left wing. Spin move. Puts it up off glass and good. And Jake Mead busted out the move for a nice two-pointer right there. Whoa, boy. Quickly the other way goes the Rangers. Savant now gets into the right corner. Top of the key. Now they flip it to inside there to Alvarez, who has to get it back outside to Daxton Richmond, left wing. He's going to drive on Mead. Puts up a play up wildly. No good defense there for Mead. Flipped up now to Chavez the other way. He's going to hesitate. Pulls up mid-range there from the left side and gets it to go. Chavez, a quick bucket in transition. We got another timeout here. Looks like by Coach Farmer. No, got a foul. Excuse me. And they're going to call the foul. Loose ball on Nash Hunter there. So kind of an odd one. Nash is first. Team ninth there for the Boomers. Should be a 1-and-1 here, I believe. As the refs will discuss it, but boy, what a quarter right now for Jake Mead. He's got 5 points. He's matched by Zach Chavez, who's the first to double digits today with 10 points now. Jake Mead showing the range, showing the inside presence, even showing a little dribble drive with the dribble and spin move there on his last layup. Boomers lead 29-16. 3 minutes to go in this first half. It will be another set of 1-and-1s. This is going to be Mason Samples, who's fouled there by Hunter. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up, and that is nothing but net. Mason Samples on the board now for Perryton. Perryton has about one scorer leading them here. Cervantes with 7. Tad Shigoda, who's averaging 13.5, just 3 points so far. Second free throw for Mason Samples, a bit short, an air ball. He's laughing about it there. I realize he kind of pulled it a little bit. So it will stand at 29-17. Boomers lead by 12 here in the first half. Sam Cheap gets up quickly to Zach Chavez. They're now double teaming him on the left wing. Up to Jake Mead, top of the key. A bit of a zone now for the Rangers. Looks like a 2-3. Now swinging around to Jake Mead here in the left corner. He'll dribble it up. Goes cross court over there. Kyle Martin now flips inside Chavez. He'll pull up. Hand in the face. That's tipped and blocked. And now rebound over there by Joel Alvarez. He's going to get it up to Daxton Ridgeon. Takes across timeline. Guarded by Kyle Martin. Gets past Martin. Right side. He'll pull up open from the mid-range. That's off the rim. No good. Jake Mead fighting for the rebound. It was poked out, though. And off Jake Mead is what they'll say. So it's going to stay here with Perryton. Taj looks like he's coming back in the game for the Rangers for Mason Samples, as well as Aiden Tarango. He'll take out Isaiah Dominguez. Inbounding here is going to be Daxton Ridgeon for Perryton. Tries to put it inside. Oh, picked off by Sam Cheap, but Cheap threw it right to Alvarez, who puts up a shot, no good. Rebound taken by Shigoda. He puts it up, that's no good. And now, fight for the board. It's going to be a jump ball. Sam Cheap and Shigoda got tied up, and possession arrow is going to side with the Boomers. So hold tight there inside off the interesting inside plays. 2:23 to go in this first half. Woodward leads 29-17 still. Inbound to Sam Cheap. Now over to Jake Mead. They'll get left corner Chavez. He's open for a 3. He'll take it. That's a bit short. Hand to the face pressure by Cervantes. Now fighting for the rebound. They're going to get a foul on Zach Chavez. This is a long rebound that went to Cervantes. Chavez was trying to follow it. And he'll pick up his second foul of the ball game. Boomer's 10th foul. And so it's double bonus time now here for Perryton. So guaranteed 2 free throws. It's going to be Cervantes for the line. It's been the only issue for the Boomers in this first half is a bit of foul trouble. Nobody particularly in deep trouble yet, but you got 3 players with 2 fouls. First free throw for Cervantes rims out. No surprise there. Usually a pretty solid free throw shooter. Jesus Cano coming back into the ball game for the Boomers. He'll take out Nash Hunter. Tad Shigoda will come out as Isaiah Dominguez gets back in. So it's Alvarez, Cervantes, Dominguez, Ridgeton, and Tarango for Perryton. Second free throw there by Cervantes is good. So split the pair. For the Boomers right now, it's Mead, Cheap, Chavez, Kyle Martin, and Jesus Cano. Oh, and we got a timeout by the Boomers. So with 2:13 to go in this first half, the Boomers lead 29-18. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Using meth taught me everything about freedom, only not like you think. It taught me how easy it is to lose your freedom. If you think meth is taking control of you, ask for help. You have the power to be truly free. I know. I'm Jan, and I'm free from meth.
If you or someone you know is struggling with meth, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential treatment referral. Learn more at samhsa.gov/meth.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy Peck Courts. It's the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic as we are in the first boys game of the tournament. It's Woodward Boomers, Perryton Rangers going at it. Boomers lead 29-18 here with just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. Really, the only issue for the Boomers has been some foul trouble. Mentioned we had 3 guys with 2 fouls apiece. That's Baker, Chavez, Jake Mead with 2 apiece. You also got Hughes with 1, Cheap with 1, Nash Hunter with 1 as well. Boomers will have possession after the timeout. 2:13 to go in this first half. Lead the Boomers right now in scoring. It's Zach Chavez and Jake Mead. Mead with 7, Chavez with 10. Inbounded to Cheap. Now to Mead. Now to Cheap again. Right corner. It's going to be Kyle Martin for 3. That's well short. Tipped. Rebounded there by Alvarez. And he's going to flip back to Cervantes. Gets up to Rich now across timeline right corner. Now back up to Cervantes right wing. He'll take on Chavez one-on-one. Chavez pokes it away but can't get it. Cervantes corrals it. Now gets it to the right corner to Richmond. He's double teamed. Picked up by Mead and Chavez. Now flips it inside to Cervantes. Spin move back on Kyle Martin. That's off glass and good from the right block. So Julian Cervantes leading the Rangers right now. He dropped 29 guys Tuesday night. Continuing that hot play. Into left corner goes Zach Chavez now for the Boomers as the lead by 9, 29-20. Right corner swung around to Kyle Martin. He tries to get back up to Sam Cheap. It's picked off by Daxton Ridgeon. Now Martin comes back and steals it away from Daxton Ridgeon. Back over to Sam Cheap. It's tipped as he's trying to get to Jake Mead. Does get to Mead. Oh, almost an over and a back there, but Sam Cheap gets it just across. Now they go right corner to Kyle Martin. Martin looking. Picks up his dribble. Dumps inside to Sam Cheap, who's in the corner. Double teamed over there. And let's see here. Got knocked out of his hands. It should stay with the Boomers. As it was Cervantes and I believe, yeah, that was Kate Gilbert on the coverage with him as well. That double team in the corner. Will stay, though, with the Boomers. 1:07 to go in this first half. They lead 29-20. Off the inbounds. Throws it to Jake Mead. Free throw line. Gets it over to Hunter Mosley, who's open in the left corner, but the pass a bit too hot. It'll go out of bounds. Turnover by the Boomers there. Hunter Mosley was open, but maybe just a bit too much of a laser. Some more substitutions coming in here for Perryton. Be Tad Shikoda back into the ball game, as well as Aiden Tarango. Shikoda's going to inbound here for Perryton as the Boomers have their full court press set up. It's going to be inbounded to Cervantes now. He's going to get across timeline past Hunter Mosley. Dribbles in, kicks it out to Alvarez, who will shoot a 3. That one's air ball, no good. Rebound on the backside by Sam Cheap in transition. Gives up to Zach Chavez, He takes a power dribble, shakes 2 Perryton defenders, puts it up off glass and good from the right block. Now they inbound immediately double team. Jesus Cano and Hunter Mosley double team Cervantes. He's got to dump it out there to Ridgeton. Now we got the foul at the timeline. It looks like a Boomer had ran over Tad Shikoda. And it's going to be Sam Cheap. He'll pick up his second foul. Should be Boomer's 11th. Should be 2 free throws as Perryton's in the double bonus. So, yep, Russ caught there. They're trying to get side of bounds. Scores table saying, wait, hold on, that's 2 free throws. So Tad Shikoda will go to the free throw line. He was the guy that was trucked there at the timeline. Woodward just extended their lead back to double digits, 31-20. They've led by as much as 12 here in the first half. First free throw for Shikoda is up, and that one is good. As now he's got 4 points. Guy that averages 13.5 for this Ranger squad, but the story for Perryton has been Julian Cervantes early on here. Second free throw is up, and that is good as well for Shikoda. It's 4th points of the quarter now. Boomers lead 31-22, 39 seconds left to go in this first half. Boomers have been in control essentially since the jump. Sam Cheap has it. He'll get over right corner over there to Mosley. Mosley tries to pass back. Picked off by Ridgeon. He's going the other way. Puts up a layup. Good defense by Cheap. That's no good from the left side. Rebounded. Kicked out to Cervantes. Behind the back dribble. Puts up a tough layup in traffic. Jake Mead blocks it again. Swats it away. He's had about 3 of those in this first half. He's been tough down there. That's good help defense for the Boomers. Out of bounds, though. It will stay here with Perryton. They've got a couple other substitutions. Max Miller coming back into the ball game. Inbounding is going to be Aiden Tarango here. He's got the same cheap in front of him. He's got it from the left side underneath goal. He'll flip it out. Oh, tough pass. Daxton Ridge got collided with by Chavez. Chavez got it. They're playing on. And now we got to take time out. That was a tough collision there between Zach Chavez and Daxton Ridge as they met. Skying for the ball. They kind of just contacted at a rough angle. Richardson came down hard there on his hip, and he's still kind of in pain on that one. So 16 seconds to go in this first half. We'll keep it right here. Richardson's up and walking to the bench. It looks like maybe just a stinger. I mean, he was at full elevation when him and Zach Chavez collided, and really no padding, of course, on the hardwood out there when you take a fall like that. So I got a timeout here. 31-22. Woodward on top. They should have possession here out of this timeout. So there's no foul called on that collision. Just two guys kind of skying for the ball. So it's going to be Jake Mead inbounding there in front of the scorer's table for the Boomers. Sam Cheap's going to be running point here, so he'll get the inbound with 16 seconds left. Cheap's going to be picked up at the timeline there by Aiden Tarango. Now gets the screen. Gets back up top key to Cano. Cano gets over the left corner to Hunter Mosley. Mosley double team. He's got to try to get out. 3 seconds on the ground. 2 seconds. We got a foul called as Hunter Mosley and Isaiah Dominguez got collided or tangled up there on the floor. And they're going to call the foul on Hunter Mosley. And that is going to be his first foul. Brewers 12th of the half here. Should be free throws as it was a loose ball foul. And it will be. Isaiah Dominguez going to go to the free throw line here with just 2.6 seconds left to go in this first half. Trying to cut the lead down to just a couple possessions for Perryton as they've trailed by 10 or more just about most of the first half. And a late run here, though, in the second quarter. Dominguez's first free throw is up, and that one's off glass, off rim, no good there to the right side. Last second substitution. Kate Gilbert coming in here for the Rangers to take out Tad Shigoda. They're trying to get a board here before the end of the half. Dominguez takes a couple power dribbles, dips his knees, puts it up for the second free throw. That one rattles around, and it's good. Isaiah Dominguez splits the pair, his first point. Quickly now tries to get Zach Chavez into the half, and he's not going to get the shot off. And that will do it at the end of the first half. It's the Woodward Boomers leading over the Perryton Rangers 31-23. We'll go ahead and take a break, come back and recap a bit of that first half and let you know about some of the other results and upcoming games here at Campus Athletic Winter Classic. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
I'm Naheem Hines, professional football player for the Indianapolis Colts. Becoming a running back was no easy task for me, but it's nothing compared to what my amazing mom faces every day. My mom was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy when I was 14 years old, yet she's always there for me, every step of the way, despite her own battles. And the Muscular Dystrophy Association is there for my mom. At their 150 care centers across the U.S., MDA is the leading organization in research and care for kids and adults with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Their research is helping find cures and save lives. Watching my mom go through her daily struggles and the care she receives from MDA has made me determined to help find a cure for neuromuscular disease. That is why I support MDA, and that's why I'm so grateful to others who do too. Join me and learn more at helpmda.org today.
I love the Army. You just have this brotherhood that you can't find anywhere else. Since coming home from war, I've tried so many different things. I just remember thinking, like, it's over.
After being forced to medically retire, Angie battled addiction to prescription medications, eventually losing her house and marriage. Then she found Wounded Warrior Project.
And so I went online, I signed up, and I knew that Wounded Warrior Project was definitely my new community. One of the staff members, she put me in for peer mentor training. It was like for the first time someone recognized something good about me and thought that I had something to give back to someone else. Are you doing okay otherwise?
I've kind of picked up woodworking with my grandfather, so...
I saw the 3D stuff. All those activities gave me a new way to live without drugs, a new way to live without feeling like I'm broken. You can live a meaningful life after traumatic experiences.
You wouldn't go into battle alone. You don't have to fight this alone. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/notalone.
A gentle breeze blows across your face as you take a refreshing sip of water, appreciating the stillness of another morning fishing on the lake. The distant gurgle of a stream reminds you of days spent playing in the creek, the cool, clear water rushing between your toes. You love this time with nature, the feeling of putting everything on hold to connect with the world around you. Now, imagine it's all gone. No fish, no lake, no water. One of life's most vital resources, irreplaceably depleted. Time is running out to protect fresh water, and without our love, it can and will disappear. It's our choice. Love it or lose it. Help protect our fresh water. Visit World Wildlife Fund at wwf.org/love.
And welcome back here to Jimmy Peck Court. It's Boomer Fieldhouse, the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. We are at halftime here as the Boomers lead over the Perryton Rangers 31-23 right now. It's been a back and forth first half here. Got some stats for you here at the half. Start with the Rangers here, the away squad, if you will. It's Julian Cervantes. Now, mind you, folks, he put 29 on Guyman in a win, a 57-50 win Tuesday night. The sophomore guard, standing at 5'11", has been aggressive. He's hit a three. He's got to the line a couple of times, got some good drive. He has 12 points for Perryton to lead the way. Daxton Ridge has contributed 4 points. Maddox Miller with 2. Mason Samples had 1 point. Tad Shigoda, who is essentially the consistent leading scorer for this Ranger squad. He is 13.5 average. He's got 5 after that first half. That's the scoring for the Rangers. They only put up 7 in that first quarter, and they came back and put up 16 in the second quarter there for the Boomers. Leading the way is Zach Chavez, the senior, having a great start to the Compass Athletics Winter Classic. Has been a contributor in both quarters. Had 5 in the first quarter, had 7 in the second quarter. He's got 12 overall there, matching Cervantes for the game lead in total points. Peyton Hughes has come in and chipped in 6 points. He had a 3 and they got fouled on the 3 in the second quarter. He's got 6 from that. Kyle Barton has chipped in 2 points there in the first quarter. Jesus Cano has chipped in 4 and played some really good defense down low. Jake Mead has contributed 7 as well. He's the second leading scorer for the Boomers, showing a little bit of everything. He's had 3 blocks. He's had a 3-pointer. He's even shown a little bit of dribble drive. Had a beautiful drive from the left side where he dribbled in, spun off a guy, and got an easy look because of it. The Boomers went first 14 points in that first quarter, and then 17 points in that second quarter. So in both quarters, the Boomers have outscored the Rangers there. It's 14-7 in the first quarter, 17-16 in the second quarter there in terms of your score. And overall, 31-23 as mentioned. Really the only issue here for the Boomers so far in this one has been some foul trouble. Not so much a certain person, but they had 12 fouls in that first half, and it led to a lot of Perryton free throws as Perryton has hit. Let's see here, 8 free throws is what we've got them down for. No, excuse me, more than that. They have hit 11 free throws. So got sent to the line quite a bit, whether it be off shots or just those bonuses and double bonuses stacking up. In terms of fouls, Sammy Baker's got 2, Chavez with 2, Sam Cheap with 2, and Jake Mead with 2. Also, Nash Hunter has 1, Jesus Cano has 1, Hunter Mosley has 1, and Peyton Hughes has 1 as well. So about 3:50 to go in this halftime. We'll go ahead and take a timeout and come back and get you set up for the second half and maybe some adjustments the Boomers can make to continue to hold this lead and come away with the victory here in the opening round of the Compass Athletics Winter Classic. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Xi Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
Charlie died after taking a single pill that turned out to be counterfeit.
He was having back issues, and it was a counterfeit poisonous pill.
Websites and social media selling fake medicines may look legitimate, but they're not. Drugs from these rogue pharmacies could have fillers like sawdust or deadly fentanyl.
He died in less than 15 minutes after taking the pill.
Now there's a free tool that can give you peace of mind. At safe.pharmacy, enter the pharmacy web address, and you'll know if the site you're using is safe.
If you're not getting your prescriptions from a legitimate source, that next dose you take could be your last.
We just don't want other people to go through what we're going through. It's just horrific.
Go to safe.pharmacy. Find out about fake medicine on social media and if the site you're buying from is safe.
Chloe, put your helmet on.
Okay, Dad. You work hard to protect your family, but some risks are easy to miss. Mosquito bites can spread germs that cause West Nile virus or Zika virus. Cockroaches leave behind bacteria as well as allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Stinging insects send more than 500,000 people to the emergency room every year. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org, a public service message from the National Pest Management Association and the CDC.
Welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse as we are getting ready to get the second half underway between the Woodward Boomers and the Perryton Rangers. It's 31-23 here at the half. This is the opening game of the boys bracket in this third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. We've had one result so far today. It was the opening game on the girls' side. It was Guthrie and Guyman Guthrie and Perryton going at it there on the girls' side. Guthrie walked away with the win, 49-32 in that one. And they will advance to the winners bracket, and they will play tomorrow at 4 p.m. They will be awaiting the winner of the Guyman and Altus girls game later today. That one's taking place at 4 o'clock. Perryton goes to the consolation bracket on the girls' side. They will play tomorrow at 10 a.m. They will await the loser of the Guyman-Altus game. Didn't get to mention this in the pregame, so want to mention it here. As far as ranked teams in the tournament, we have on the boys' side number 20 Glenpool. They're number 20 in 5A. Number 14 Blanchard. They're number 14 in 4A. On the girls' side, Guthrie is ranked number 17 in 5A. Glenpool, they're ranked number 19 in 5A. And Blanchard girls are ranked number 10 in 4A there. As far as the teams for the tournament, if you missed it, Guyman, Altus, Guthrie, Perryton, Woodward, Chisholm, Blanchard, and Glenpool. For this game going on right now on the boys' side with Woodward leading. The winner of this game would advance to the winner's side. Tomorrow we'll play the 8:30 nightcap game. The winner of this game will be waiting the winner of Blanchard and Altus. The loser will fall to the consolation side and would be awaiting the loser of the Blanchard and Altus game. As mentioned, the winner's game take place at 8:30. The consolation game tomorrow for the loser of this one will be played at 2:30. Other than that here, do want to thank some quick sponsors as well for our Boomer broadcast. It's High Plains Tire, our gold sponsor, AAA Insurance, Northwest Physical Therapy, High Plains Technology Center, Dairy Queen is our halftime sponsor, Stewart's Auto Glass, Goings Home Furnishing, K&S Tire, Harper Sanitation, and Bentech Hometown Insurance. Cannot thank those people enough. And we're quickly ready to get this second half underway. It's going to be Perryton having possession here to start the third quarter. It's going to be inbounded there to Daxton Ridgeton. Picked up by Sammy Baker. Gets across the timeline. Now top the key. They go left wing over to Shgoda. Now top the key Cervantes. They'll get over to Kyle Fager. Now back over to Ridgeton right side. He's going to try to drive, and they're going to say there was a push. I believe this is going to be on Sammy Baker. So it's an off-ball foul. And Sammy Baker is the first Boomer to pick up his third foul of the ball game. The first of the second half here for either team as we're just underway. 7:43 to go in this third quarter. 31-23. And inbound now. High pass picked off by Jake Meade. He's going the other way as Zach Chavez with them. But there was a travel. Jake Meade was trying to collect it and flip it up to Zach Chavez there in transition and couldn't quite corral it quick enough. Sammy Baker's going to have to come out here early in the third quarter with that third foul. They'll bring back in Sam Cheap. Inbounded now by Perryton. Inbounded to Daxton Ridgeton. He'll flip it inside to a driving Cervantes. Cervantes goes up and flips it back off to Kate Gilbert out there. Now they go left wing over to Cervantes. He's going to try to drive. Good defense by Sam Cheap, though. Cuts him off. He has to pick it up. Flip it back to Kyle Fager. Now back to Cervantes at the W. Cervantes trying to exploit space. Nothing to work with. Has to get over to Ridgeton. Ridgeton now on the right wing. Dribbles it up to the top of the key. Picked up there by Peyton Hughes. He's going to drive, gets past Hughes, puts it up in the lane, though. Tough contest by Sam Cheap. Shot no good. And a fight for the board underneath there on the far side. And they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Jake Mead. It's going to stay here with Perryton. Underneath that, it's going to be inbounded by Kyle Fager. He's looking. Over in the right corner, he'll get it into Daxton Ridgeton. Ridgeton will get it top of the key to Cervantes. Picked up by Zach Chavez. That's been a fun matchup. Cervantes trying to drive. Can't get it. Flips over to Shigoto left corner. He'll drive into the paint. Takes a hop step. Flips back to Cervantes. Puts up a layup. No good. Off back iron. Rebounded by Jesus Cano. Boomers going the other way now. Peyton Hughes has it right wing. Now they get over left wing to Chavez. Corner three by Jake Mead on the way. That one no good. Bit short. Shigoto on the coverage there. Rebounded by Richardson. Richardson across the timeline, right wing. Picks up his dribble, faking a three. Dumps inside Kyle Fager. He's picked up. Makes a couple moves. Tries to put up a tough shot from the block. That's no good. Rebounded by Cano. Now the other way goes Chavez. He gets into the right corner to Sam Cheap. Now back to Chavez. 31-23 here. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. They'll flip it over right corner now to Cheap. Cheap gets it back at Chavez at the W, and the Boomers are looking to slow it down here in the half court. Gets at the free throw line to Cano. Cano's going to turn around and fire, and he gets the shot to go. Jesus Cano with the mid-range jumper. Quick inbound here to Cervantes. He's picked up on a double team full court. Now they break it. Get up to Ridge across the timeline. He's got an open Kate Gilbert who puts up a shot. Help side defense, though, by Jake Mead. Gets another block. Rebounded, though, by Cervantes for Perryton. Flip back out to Kyle Fager, top of the key. Now right wing over there to Ridgeton. Ridgeton tried to get to Fager, but he cut. Pass was picked up, though, by Cervantes at the W. Cervantes is going to drive. Puts up a tough layup. Great defense by Jesus Cano straight up. Rebound fought for, collected by Peyton Hughes. That way goes Boomers. Now right corner is going to be Chavez. Dribble move. He back steps out to the wing. Now you get left corner. Peyton Hughes, left wing, shooting it for three. Got it. Peyton Hughes hits another one. He's got 9 points in this game. And now we got a timeout over here by Coach Farmer and Perryton. The Boomers now extend their lead, 36-23, leading by 13. 5:22 to go in this third quarter. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. Boomer basketball on Z92.
It's a 3-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, and the game is on the line. Ace pitcher Johnny Nevermiss is on the mound. He checks the runners, gets a sign, lines up, and delivers. Oh no, it's a wild pitch, look out! Looks like somebody needs to call Stewart's Auto Glass.
If you find yourself on the wrong end of a fastball, call Stewart's Auto Glass for any auto glass problem. Chip and crack repair or replacement for windshields and door glass. 216-1822. Here comes our best pitch. Stewart's Auto Glass works on semi-trucks too. So don't foul out. Call Daryl from Stewart's Auto Glass at 216-1822. Stewart's Auto Glass. When there's a crack in your view, we know what to do.
Oh, he really got a hold of that one.
And welcome back here to Jimmy Peck Court, Boomer Fieldhouse. We're in the third quarter between the Boomers and the Rangers. This boys game here at the Compass Athletic Classic. 36-23. It's inbounded by the Rangers here out of the timeout. Trying to get it up. It's swatted away by Jesus Cano. They turn it over. They get to Sam Cheap for a corner three. That's short, no good. He follows his own board, though. Gets it. Sack Chavez, top of the key. Now back to Cheap. Now back to Chavez. No reset. Now dumps inside to an open Hunter Mosley on the left block. Puts up the shot. Good. And the foul as well. It's an and one for Hunter Mosley. Strong in the lane. Was double teamed by a couple of Rangers, but fought through it to get it off the glass. And good. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. His first points of the ball game here as the Boomers now lead by 15. Biggest lead of the day, 38-23. Foul on that was going to be, still don't have a number up there, so we'll get it here in just a minute. A couple substitutions as Daxton Ridgeton will come out. He's feeling better after that hard fall there in that first half. Kate Gilbert out as well. Bring in Aiden Tarango. And Maddox Miller, free throw for Hunter Mosley is good, so he converts the and one, and he's got 3 now. Boomers lead now 39-23. The other way quickly go the Rangers. Cervantes tries to drive. He is fouled. He is pushed. And that's going to be on Sam Cheap. Cheap's third foul in this one. Second of the quarter here for the Boomers. Inbound here on the side out. It's going to be Aiden Tarango for Perryton. Chief's going to guard him on the inbound. He'll get it into Tad Shigoto. Top of the key. Shigoto's going to drive right side. Gets cut off by Cano. Now double team. Now back up to the right wing. Cervantes, he's going to pump fake and drive from the right wing. Puts up a floater off the glass. And good. Good move there by Julian Cervantes. And he is still racking up points. Has 14. Quickly go the Boomers the other way now. Right wing is Mosley. Top of the key, Cheap. Now left corner is going to be Chavez. Back up the Cheap, swing around Mosley. Tough three, hand in the face. That one's a bit short. Kyle Fager on the coverage. Rebound now by Aiden Tarango as he'll take it across the timeline for Perryton. Top of the key now, Cervantes. Puts it up for three. That one's no good. It's off the rim. Rebound taken by Peyton Hughes. They dump it up to Sam Cheap now in transition. Chavez has it left wing. He's going to drive, puts up a tough mid-range shot. That one a bit long. Fought for, though, by Hunter Mosley in control. Gets it back to Chavez. Chavez will spin. He's triple-teamed on the left block. Gets it out to Hunter Mosley, left corner. He'll take a three. That one just off. Jesus Cano with the backside rebound, though. Puts it up off glass and good. Jesus gets a second chance two-pointer. Boomers lead 41-25, 3:55 to go down the third quarter. Cervantes quickly the other way, one-on-one with Hunter Mosley. Left block up off glass and good, and he'll get the foul called. And one opportunity here for Julian Cervantes. Has had a big day, the sophomore, and has 16 points. Foul going to be on Hunter Mosley. His second foul, team third in this quarter. Boomers not winning the foul battle. It's 3-1 here in the third quarter. Cervantes will go to the line, try to complete this and one. 41-27, 3:51 now to go in this third quarter. Looks like Isaiah Dominguez getting ready to come in for Perryton. Boomers currently have Hughes, Meade, Chavez, Cheap, and Cano out there. Cervantes for his and one is a bit short on the free throw. Rebound skied for and collected by Jake Meade. They'll flip it up to Sam Cheap. He'll take it across timeline in front of the scorer's table. He's double teamed, though. Gets the left wing. Now triple team. Gets the top of the key to Chavez. Right wing. Now right corner is Hughes for three. That one's a bit long. No good. Tipped out by Jesus Cano. Fight for the rebound. Controlled by Chavez at the W. Now he's double teamed, and there's going to be a foul. They're going to get, looks like Kyle Fager on the reach in there. So Chavez controlling the rebound, trying to drive. Got poked out a bit too hard right there by Fager. Fager's second foul of the ball game, and now Dominguez and Daxton Ridgen comes back in for the Rangers, takes out Cervantes and Fager. Inbounding here is going to be Sam Cheap, 41-27. Boomers lead. Gets into Chavez, he's double teamed. They get back to Cheap left wing. Back up to Chavez now. That high zone played by Perryton here. Now Cheap, somebody's open. He's almost triple team. Tries to get to Chavez, almost tipped away. There's a scrum for it. Now picked up by Tarango. The Rangers are going the other way. Flips it over there to Muniz. Muniz is going to drive. He swatted again. It's Jake Meade. He is having a good day on that defensive end. Jake has been all over the paint. Has about 5 deflection, I believe, here for the Boomers. It's going to be the inbounds now for Tarango underneath for Perryton. Gets up to the left wing now to Dominguez. Top of the key. Three-pointer taken. That one short by Muniz. Air ball there from a couple feet back of the top of the arc. That's going to be out of bounds back to the Boomers. Jake Meade with the inbounds up to Sam Cheap. He's going to be essentially double teamed here at the timeline. Now gets up to Jake Meade. Now right corner, it's Peyton Hughes. Now Russ's zone. Somebody's open. And now they flip it over to Sam Cheap. Drives baseline, kicks back. Peyton Hughes, right corner three. That one just a bit short. Rebound fought for. It looks like it was poked out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was off Jesus Cano. Thought it was going to be off Max Miller there for Perryton, but no, it will go to the Rangers. Boomers still lead 41-27, 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. On the inbounds, it's going to be Muniz. He's going to get it to Daxton Ridgen. Ridgen's going to get it up there to Max Miller, right wing. Now drives, flips it back to Muniz, and he's swatted by Jake Meade again in the paint. Meade with the rebound in transition now, gets up to Chavez. It's off Chavez's hands, though, to Tarango. He's going to stop pop from the free throw line. That one's wild, though. Didn't have his feet set. Now fight for the rebound. Who's got it? And they're going to say it's out of bounds there, as Sam Cheap was still before trying to corral that one. Jake Meade's the one that touched it out of bounds. They'll stay here with Perryton. Now Joel Alvarez coming into the game for Eduardo Muniz. Subbing him out. And for the Boomers, we'll see Sammy Baker come back into the ball game. He had an early third foul in the third quarter here and has been sitting since. He will sub out Peyton Hughes. So inbounding again is Tarango for Perryton as they're going to sit here out of the stoppage. Floats it over to the right corner. Three by Dominguez. That one is nothing but net. Isaiah Dominguez finds the bottoms there for Perryton. His fourth point of the ball game. Sammy Baker now right wing for the Boomers. Top of the key, Cheap. Now left corner, Jake Meade. He'll drive. Kick it out over right corner to Baker. Baker was open but couldn't corral the pass. Drives baseline. They're going to say he stepped on the baseline. Cut off over there by Aiden Tarango. Good defense by the Rangers. And that'll be a turnover for Woodward. as leads 11, 41-30 for the Boomers. And Julian Cervantes back into the ballgame for Perryton. Had a quick breather there. Currently leading the Rangers here with 16 points. I believe that's a high score in the game as well. Zach Chavez yet to score in the second half. It will be Cervantes inbounding. Gets it into Ridgeton. Now back to Cervantes. Breaking the press. Across the timeline. Now he's going to drive. Picked up by Chavez. Turns around a quick floater. That's an odd angle shot. Can't get it to go off the front of the rim. It's going to be a scrum for it. Going out of bounds. Jake Meade poked it out. So stay with Perryton. Minute 59 to go in this third quarter. Boomers lead by 11, 41-30. Cervantes on the inbound for Perryton. It's tipped away by Chavez. Chavez has got it in the open court, driving the right side, puts up a tough layup and gets it to go off glass over Isaiah Dominguez. Zach Chavez gets the steal and the score. His first points in the second half. Quickly, Ridgeton now across the timeline, drives into the paint, gets it over Jake Meade somehow. Second chance points. William Cervantes follows it up, gets it off glass, and good. His 18th point now. Quickly the other way go the Boomers. It's tipped away. Sam Cheap was kind of tied up right there, and they're going to call a jump ball. The possession arrow staying here with the Boomers. Fast-paced action to end this third quarter. Woodward still leading by 11, though, 43-32. Minute 35 to go in this third quarter. A half possession. Will be a side out over there by Sam Cheap in front of the scorer's table over by the Woodward bench. Aiden Tarango coming out now for the Rangers. Then comes Kyle Fager again. Or Kyler Fager, excuse me. Inbounded to Zach Chavez. Left corner three is good. And just like that, Zach Chavez heating back up here in the second half. He's got 5 and now 17 for the game. Quickly now go the Rangers inside. It's going to Alvarez. He worked well on the block, but can't get to go from the right side. Rebound by Chavez. Tries to get to Jesus Cano running the floor in transition, but it's going to be too far over his head and out of bounds. So it's going to be a turnover for the Boomers. Back to Perryton. Minute 18 to go in this third quarter. Woodward leads 46-32. Inbounded by Cervantes. He'll get it to Alvarez. Alvarez can't control it, though, but does pick it up. Almost stolen away by Sammy Baker. Gets it back to Richardson. Still trying to get across the timeline. Flips up to Cervantes at the W. Now he's double teamed just past the timeline. Dribbles out of it. Gets the free throw line. Spin move on Jake Meade. Pump fakes. Gets it under him. Gets it to go. Oh, my. Over the outstretched hand of Jesus Cano. Tell you what, Julian Cervantes, young sophomore, having a game. 8 points now in this quarter. 20 on the day. 46-34. Woodward leads. And now Cervantes steals a pass intended for Chavez, top of the key. He's got an easy transition bucket the other way. That's another 2. And just like that's back down to 10. Woodward leads 46-36. 40 seconds to go in this third quarter. It's going to be slowed down a bit here by the Boomers. Sam Cheap across the timeline, picked up by Ridgeton at the W. Still on Ridgeton here at the W. Trying to dribble out, but Ridgeton tipped it away. Now he's going to strip it and steal it. Ridgeton going the other way. He's got numbers 2-on-1. He's going to go at Cheap, though, 1-on-1. Cheap comes up with the block. Sam Cheap the other way, gets up to Sammy Baker. He's got Cervantes on. Bounce pass to Zach Chavez in transition. Gets the layup to go from the right block and good. Zach Chavez having a hot end to this third quarter here. He's got 7 in the quarter now. Quickly up goes Ridgeton. Inside to Alvarez. Puts up the little floater in the middle of the paint. Gets it to go. He's fouled. It's an and 1 with 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. He can barely keep up on the scores table over there. 48-38 now here in the ball game. But we're still leading by 10. But it's going to be Joel Alvarez trying to cut it back down to single-digit deficit. I believe they got Sam Cheap on that foul. That'd be his 4th. So come out here. Alvarez takes a couple dribbles, puts up the free throw, and that is good. Joel Alvarez gets his first points of the ball game. First 3 with the N1 there. So 48-39, 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Boomers will be inbounding full court here. It's into Baker. 4 seconds now. Still not past the half court. Floats it to Jake Meade. He'll put up a half court shot at the buzzer. And that one's no good. And that's how we'll end the third quarter. The Boomers will take a 9-point lead into the fourth. They lead 48-39. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Harper Sanitation has been serving the needs of Northwest Oklahoma since 1971. That's 50 years. We pride ourselves on our services. We offer household, commercial, and construction waste management and leave you with a mess-free environment. Harper Sanitation is fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Remember, when you need quality sanitation services from a local trusted company, choose Harper Sanitation. Come check us out online at harpersanitation.net or give us a call at 580-256-5835. You'll be glad you did.
What's undeniable control in winter? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with BF Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 4th to December 13th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get up to $70 in mail-in rebates. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
And welcome back here live on Z92. Tyler Riggs with you solo right now as we're getting ready to enter the fourth quarter in this opening boys game of the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. It's the Woodward Boomers on top of the Perryton Rangers, 48-39 right now. 9-point lead here for the Boomers in that quarter. They outscored the Rangers 17-16, just a 1 point. And getting ready to get this fourth quarter underway. Looking at some of the scoring, it's been a back-and-forth contest between Zach Chavez and Zach Chavez and Julian Cervantes for Perryton. Cervantes has 22 on the day, had a big third quarter right there. Chavez with 19 of his own, though, leading the Boomers. Perryton will have possession to start this fourth quarter. It will be inbounded to Kyler Fager. That gets the top of the key to Kay Gilbert. Tries to get Cervantes. It's tipped away, though, by Jesus Cano. And Zach Chavez is now back to Jake Mead the other way. Sammy Baker in on the left wing. Top of the key goes to Mead. Mead had to pick up the dribble, though. Left wing got fouled. He did. He got fouled by Kay Gilbert there, coming in and slashing him a bit. Kay Gilbert's first foul of the ball game. First of the quarter, third of the half for Perryton here. Now Gilbert will come out and bring back in Daxton Ridgeton. Baker tries inbound it, but Chavez cut. And now Cervantes takes it the other way in transition, gets it up over Sammy Baker for the left side, and good. Tough turnover there for the Boomers. And back to the Baker. He's triple teamed over there on the right wing. Another turnover as Cervantes took it away, and the Baker tried to get it back, and they wound up both on the floor. Both number zeros on the floor there. Baker gets the foul, and now Coach Roper having a bit of a decision to make because backup point guard Sam Cheap has 4 fouls. He's going to have to come back into this ball game as Baker picks up his 4th foul there. 6 of the half for the Boomers. So Cheap does come back in. 4 Bakers will have to sit. Boomers lead 48-41. They've led by as many as 15 in this one. Inbounds to Ridgeton. He'll get up to Cervantes. Cervantes is going to drive, gets double team, has to flip it back out to Ridgeton. Ridgeton's going to pump fake at the top of the key, gets the free throw line. He's got to pick up dribble. That puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebound, though, by Tad Shigoda on the backside. He gets a shot up off glass, and that's no good from the right block, but he is fouled. Tad Shigoda going to the line for 2 free throws. Perryton trying to cut this to a 5-point deficit. And that foul going to be on Jake Mead, his 3rd of the ball game. The Boomers 7th in the second half. That's put Perryton in the bonus. That was kind of the trouble there for Woodward in the first half is a lot of team fouls. They racked up 12. First free throw, though, for Shigoda is no good there on the shooting foul. He's missed 2 now at the line. He's split a couple here, though. Shigoda has 5 points entering this fourth quarter, averaging 13.5 on the season. Second free throw is no good. Tipped around, picked up by Peyton Hughes. Now there's a fight for it. Finally tipped back to Jesus Cano, controlled by the Boomers. Sam Cheap now flips up to Zach Chavez in transition. Doesn't have the numbers, backs it out. Top of the key goes to Cheap. Now left corner 3 for Peyton Hughes. That one rims out, no good. Sky for the rebounds, Tad Shigoda. Shigoda taking it for the Rangers, cross the timeline, gets it to left corner for Ridgeton. Ridgeton's going to drive, gets cut off, flips it back out to Shigoda left corner. He'll drive into a crowd of Boomers. Up over Jesus Cano. Jake Mead, shots no good in front of the rim. Rebounded by Jesus Cano. Boomers have control, 48-41, 6:35 to go in the ball game. They lead, and now across the timeline is Peyton Hughes, and he's fouled on the double team. I think they got Julian Cervantes, and they did. Only Cervantes' first foul. Only the 4th team foul for Perryton in this second half. Inbounded now from the side out is Peyton Hughes into Sam Cheap. He'll get behind the W. Now tries to throw it inside to Chavez. Picked off, though, by Ridgeton. In transition numbers. Kyle Fager puts it up on the right side. That's no good. Rebound picked up by Tash Shigoda, though, on the fall through, and he gets it off glass and good. And Perryton has cut it to a 5-point deficit. Tash Shigoda with his 7th point. Now quickly go the Boomers. Right corner is Peyton Hughes. That's going to be Sam Cheap high wing here. Double team. Now back to Hughes. Inside they throw it to Cano. Cano's quickly double team. Poked away from behind. Turned over. Picked up by Kyler Fager for the Rangers. And they'll go the other way. Across the timeline goes Fager. Has Alvarez over there. Now top of the key, Shigoda. That's Ridgen. Gets the screen from Shigoda at top of the key. Ridgen will go left side over there. Just go left corner 3. Hand in the face by Cano. That's no good. Short. Rebounded by Jake Meade. Now Sam Cheap has it. He's trying to get across the timeline. We got a timeout here by Coach Roper. He wants to talk about things. The Boomers lead 48-43. 5-point lead. 5:43 to go in this one. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Bentech Hometown Insurance is an independent insurance agency located at 1807 Oklahoma Avenue in Woodward and is a proud supporter of your Woodward Boomers. Bentech Hometown Insurance represents all major carriers and will shop those carriers to find the best coverage possible. Whether it is auto, home, life, health, or commercial insurance, Bentech Hometown Insurance will give you the power of options for all your insurance needs. Stop by 1807 Oklahoma Avenue and see Clint White or visit online at bentechinsurance.com. Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th through December 7th, and individual health open enrollment begins November 1st through December 15th.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy Peckport live on Z92. Tyler Riggs with you here as we're in the fourth quarter of a tight ball game. The Boomers lead 48-43 over the Perryton Rangers here. It's the opening round, opening game for the boys bracket, the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic here in Woodward. Been a fun game, back and forth. Woodward has led as much by as 15 in this one, but Perryton will not go away. They keep fighting back. William Cervantes, the sophomore guard, having a big day. He's got 24 points for the Rangers of their 43. And it's been an issue defensively as well, coming up with some steals for the Boomers. Zach Chavez leading the way still. He's got 19. Has yet to score, though, in this fourth quarter. Boomers have possession out of timeout. It's going to be Sam Cheap. Gets it over to Peyton Hughes. A bit of a lazy pass, almost picked off, intended for Chavez. Sam Cheap will take it. He's double-teamed, though, and trying to fight out of the double team. He's finally fouled as Tashigoa thought he was going to have it going the other way. It was Isaiah Dominguez with him on the double team, and that's who they will get the foul on. So Dominguez will pick up his third foul of the ball game for Perryton. It's going to be side out inbounds here for the Boomers. Peyton Hughes flipping it to Cheap. It's Cheap, Hughes, Chavez, Cano, and Meade out on the court for the Boomers. Over to Chavez, high left wing. Now back to Cheap. Now right wing to Hughes. They're working around the perimeter here, trying to deal with this Perryton zone. It's a 2-3 high zone. Now just back and forth catch here with Sam Cheap and Hughes. Now backside it's going to be Zach Chavez, drives baseline, flips it inside off a nice feed to Jesus Cano. Up and in for Jesus. Good find there by Mr. Chavez. 50-43 now. Perryton the other way quickly. Cervantes flips it to Dominguez. Dominguez tries to flip it back. It's picked off by Chavez. Now it's Jesus Cano run the floor the other way. Puts up the layup and good. And Jesus Cano able to get 4 quick points, back-to-back layups, and the Boomers now extended back out to 9, 52-43. Double teaming Tashigoa, who got across the timeline quickly, and it's a kick ball by Jesus Cano. He was trapped, Shigoda was, and tried to get it out. So the Boomers defense trying to come up big with a couple of big stops here down the stretch, forcing some turnovers against some easy buckets. Side out here, it's going to be Tashigoa, inbounding over there to Alvarez. Back over to Shigoda left wing. He's going to dribble drive on Jake Meade, and they're going to give him with the walk here. And see Jake Meade cut him off, and that's going to be a turnover again for Perryton. They have not had a really easy time getting into the paint because of this Boomer defense. Everything's been contested. Yes, there's been tough shots made, but it's been tough luck. Across the timeline now, Peyton Hughes has his Boomers break the press here of Perryton. Now dealing with that zone. Hughes has the top of the key, gets the left corner to Chavez. Now left wing back up to Cheap. Now it's right wing Hughes, and they're working around the perimeter here, trying to figure out how to break this high zone. Now Cheap tries to pass over to Chavez in the left corner. It's tipped away by Daxton Ridgeton. Out of bounds. They'll stay with the Boomers. 4:22 left to go in this ball game. Boomers lead 52-43, trying to hold on here down the stretch. Perryton fighting hard, will not go away. It's a 5-3 team that's played some good ball. Beat Guyman Tuesday night, 57-50. Now inbounded here to Zach Chavez. It'll be Sam Cheap dump inside Jake Meade. Jake Meade finds Jesus Cano up and under for the layup. And Jesus Cano has 6 straight points and 14 for the game. Quickly now, Cervantes takes it across the timeline. A tough up and upper layup. That's no good, but a tip by Tashigoa, who was right there on the backside of it. And that is good. And now we got a timeout here by Perryton. Boy, back and forth contest. And it is standing at 54-45. Woodward leads with 3:58 left to go in this one. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. This is just a 30-second timeout, but my goodness. Perryton, as soon as that ball's coming to them off the inbounds, they are trying to run with the full court. They don't want the Boomers essentially to get set up in that full court press. That gave them fits there in the first half and led to the Boomers jumping out to a big lead early. I believe as much as 12-2, maybe 14-2 there in that first quarter. So Perryton able to fight back from that hole, though, and cut it as close as 5 here late in the second half when they trailed early in the third quarter by 15. Scoring-wise for the Boomers, Zach Chavez has 19 leading the way. He has yet to score in this fourth quarter. It's been all Jesus Cano so far, coming up with some big buckets here in this one. He's got 6 straight points. He has 14 for the game now, as they've been able to find him inside for some good looks and in transition. For the Rangers, it's been all Julian Cervantes. Has 24 points, has been a big contributor on the offensive end and defensive end. Inbounded here by the Boomers. Gets up Peyton Hughes right wing. Now swing it over to Chavez left wing. Dumps it at the free throw line to Meade. Meade will go out to Hughes. Now swinging around to Chavez. Left corner. Get it to Cano. Cano's going to dribble drive. Puts up the layup. Gets the block. Gets the bucket to count. And one. Jesus Cano keeping the roll going with a strong take and a three-point opportunity here the old-fashioned way on the and one bucket. 8 straight points in this fourth quarter for Jesus Cano. No other Boomer has scored yet in this fourth. Cano to the line for this and one. He's got 16 points now, trying to make it 17. Takes a breath, free throws up, high off the back iron, and good, as it will drop there for Jesus. 17 now. Him and Chavez combining for 36 of the Boomers, 57. Now quickly go the Rangers the other way. It's Fager in the left corner. Gets to Shkoda left wing. He's going to drive. Takes it in. Up and under on Jake Meade, and that's good in front of the net. Tad Shkoda coming along strong here in the fourth quarter as well. He's got 6 in the fourth, 11 overall. Sam Cheap has it the other way for the Boomers. Gets the left wing to Chavez. Now in the paint to Jake Meade. He's going to turn around, puts up a tough hook shot. That's a bit off. No good off back iron. Rebounded by Tad Shkoda. 57-47. Rangers trail. Now Shkoda going full court, court to court, in traffic. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound is tipped around, taken by Ridgeton. We got a foul as Ridgeton collected the rebound. They might be getting Sam Cheap, and they do on the foul there as Cheap was trying to chase down that rebound. That is his 5th. Oh, that's my bad. That's his 4th. I had him for 5, so that's his 4th. So he's still good here. About to say that was his 5th, but it's not. Sam Cheap with 4 fouls. Now Perryton in the bonus here, as the Boomers' 8th team foul. Perryton has 6 on their own as well. Boomers did a better job so far in the second half on the fouls. 1-1 for Ridgeton. Front end of it is good. Cuts the lead back to 9, 57-48. Daxton Ridgeton with the free throw. He's got 5 points now. It's first of the fourth quarter. Gets the ball here for the second one. Spins it, takes a couple dribbles, dips his knees, and shoots. And that one is good. He makes both on the 1-1 opportunity. 57-49. Boomers lead by 8 now. Ridgeton will come out, and Maddox Miller back into the ball game. Got Isaiah Dominguez, Cervantes, Fager, and Shigoda in there for the Rangers. Quickly now go the Boomers the other way. Left corner jumper for Jesus Cano. No good. Rebounded by Peyton Hughes, and rushing in is Jesus Cano up off glass and good. Great dime by Peyton Hughes. Cano's got 19. Now inbound to Cervantes. He's picked up full court. Across the timeline now. He gets it. Now to Fager. Now right corner is going to be Dominguez. Pump fakes. Takes the 3. That one's a bit wayward. Bit strong. Rebounded backside by Max Miller. Turns around. Puts up a tough shot over Jake Meade. That's no good. Jesus Cano comes up with the rebound. He's hacked in there, and I think they're going to get Dominguez for the foul. They will. And that's going to be the 7th foul there for the Rangers in the second half. 4th on Dominguez. That's going to send Jesus Cano to the line for 1-1 here. He's got 19. Has had an insane fourth quarter here. Came into it with 8 points. He's had 11 straight points for the Boomers in this quarter. It's been impressive to watch. There's no other Boomer has scored yet in this fourth quarter. Jesus going for points 20 and 21 if he could convert both here at the free throw line. 2:33 to go in this one. Brewers lead 59-49. Front end of the 1-1 off the back iron, runs out, no good. Kyler Fager comes up with the board for the Rangers. Now they go to Cervantes, right corner. He's double teamed. Spin move though inside. Puts up a tough shot over Jake Meade. Gets that to go. Julian Cervantes for Perryton has 26 points. He's just the one guy that has been able to get into the paint and succeed up over the bigs with Jesus Cano and Jake Meade. And we got a full timeout here by Coach Roper. It's 59-51. Boomers lead. We'll take one more timeout, come back, and get you to the end of this one. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Gores Travel Plaza in Sealing recognizes it takes more than an average effort to accomplish big things. Like many outstanding athletic programs, Gores Travel Plaza is more than your average gas station. We have everything from gas to a car wash. Dine in and enjoy tasty food and free Wi-Fi, or drive through and keep going. Gores Travel Plaza is the best one-stop in Oklahoma. They have everything you need while traveling. Stop and see. You'll be amazed. Gores Travel Plaza, Highway 270 North in Sealing.
And welcome back here to Jimmy Peckcourt Boomer Fieldhouse as we've got a tight one down the stretch here. It's Woodward Boomers leading 59-51 over the Perryton Rangers. It's the opening game on the boys bracket here in the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic here in Woodward. Been a good back and forth game here. Boomers are going to have possession out of the timeouts. They are holding on to this 8-point lead and trying to keep Perryton at bay. Perryton will not go away. And this one, it's been Julian Cervantes, the sophomore guard, 26 points for the Rangers with their 51. Now at the inbounds, Boomers trying to break the press. They get it across the timeline to Sam Cheap with some good passing. And he's going to be fouled as he gets across the timeline. And that's Isaiah Dominguez's 5th personal foul. He is out of this one. Dominguez will go out of this one with he'll go out of this one with 4 points in the ball game. Dominguez, the junior guard. And that will send Sam Cheap to the line for a one-on-one. Jesus Cano had a chance a minute ago, couldn't get it to go. And Sam Cheap does get the front end of the one-on-one to go. And that is his first points of the ball game. Breaks the string of 11 straight by Jesus Cano for the Boomers in the fourth quarter. Second one, rouse round up and good for Sam Cheap, so he gets both. Boomers extend the lead back to 10, 61-51. It's going to be Ridgeton across the timeline down to corner Max Miller for Perryton. Gets inside to Fager. Now left corner three for Shigoda. That one's up and good over Sam Cheap. And just like that, Tad Shigoda comes on strong and hits a three. 61-54 now here with 2:03 left to go in this one. Tad Shigoda coming on strong in the second half. Only had 5 in the first half. He's got 9 here in this fourth quarter to go with Cervantes' 4. So they've combined for 13 of the 15 scored here for Perryton in the fourth quarter. Daxton Ridgeton has the other 2. And another timeout here for the Boomers. We're going to keep it right here, though. It's full timeout. 61-54. Just a up-tempo, back-and-forth game. You know, pregame we talked about. First year for head coach Chad Farmer here for Perryton as he's come over from Central High School over there in the Fort Worth area. And, of course, for Darius Roper, Coach Roper, his first year as the head man for the Boomers. Both guys been assistants up until this for Coach Farmer. He was 6 years over there at Central High and got the opportunity to talk with him pregame about that a bit. Decided to lead this Perryton team. Got some good talent on it. Julian Cervantes, the sophomore guard, has had 26 today. Been everywhere. Tad Shigoda, another consistent scorer. He's up there, as mentioned, with 14 of his own. But for the Boomers, it's been Jesus Cano and Zach Chavez. Chavez yet to score in this fourth quarter, but he's got 19 points. Jesus Cano with 19 of his own as well. Now an inbound here by Jake Mead out of the timeout to Sam Cheap. And Cheap tries to throw it back to Mead as they're full court pressed, and it's knocked out of bounds by Daxton Ridgeton. And Boomers will have to inbound it again here. 2 minutes to go in the ballgame. Mead looking, tries to get in bounds, gets into Chavez's tip by Ridgeton. Now he's double team, taken away by Cervantes. That's loose for Cervantes. Chavez on the floor trying to corral it. He's got it, and we've got a loose ball here. Let's see, a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to side with the Boomers as Chavez and Kyler Fager look like they're about to get in a wrestling match down there right in front of the Boomers side logo here. Oh, and they are going to get Fager for a loose ball foul on the jump ball. So that will send Zach Chavez to the line for 2 free throws. And for Kyler Fager, he's got 4 fouls of his own now. Zach Chavez has an opportunity to break that 20-point barrier and join Julian Cervantes in that category. Would be the first Boomer to do it this game. Boomers lead 61-54, minute 53 to go in this one. The girls will follow this game as they will take on the Chisholm Lady Horns immediately after this one. Of course, we will have that for you here. First end of the 1-on-1 is up for Chavez and good. Extends the lead back to 8, 62-54. Chavez on the board for the first time in the fourth quarter. Now has 20 points in the ball game, leading all Boomer scores. Second free throw is up, and that one's nothing but net as well. Calm, cool, and elected at the line is Zach Chavez, and Woodward will take another. Woodward takes another timeout here, another full timeout. Up by 9, 63-54. While we got the chance here, let's thank some great sponsors that help us out here on Z92. Be High Plains Tire, your gold sponsor of the Coaches Show, AAA Insurance, Northwest Physical Therapy, High Plains Technology Center, Dairy Queen, who is our halftime show sponsor, Stewart's Auto Glass, Goings Home Furnishing, K&S Tire, Harper Sanitation, and Bentech Hometown Insurance. Cannot thank them enough, as well as all the other boom boosters out there that you hear, whether it be on the Colorado Superintendent Show, the Boomer Coaches Show, Tech Talks, there on Z92, or in our game programming as well here across Z92. And just to update you on where we're at in the tournament, as mentioned, this is the opening game for the boys on the boys bracket. The next boys game will be Glenpool and Chisholm going at it at 2:30. That'll be after the Woodward girls game later today. As far as early results for the girls bracket, it was Guthrie taking down Perryton on the girls side, 49-32. Guthrie ranks 17 in 5A there on the girls' side. They advance to the winners bracket. We'll await the winner of Guyman and Altus for tomorrow. Out of the timeout now here, Perryton with the inbound, and Cervantes tries to throw it to Daxton Ridgeton, and Ridgeton has stepped on the inline over there, getting the pass. So that's a turnover, and back to the Boomers. A big turnover for Perryton. So Boomers have a chance to get this back over a double-digit lead. Inbound, he's Peyton Hughes, flips inside to Jesus Canoes. Double team gets out to Chavez on the left side, but Chavez pass a bit high, couldn't corral it. It's out of his hands, out of bounds, and the Boomers will turn it right back over to Perryton, and can't get that lead back over double digits. Inbounding is Cervantes. He gets it to Ridgeton. Ridgeton sprints across the timeline there, right side. That gets the right corner. Bounce passes it to Maddox Miller. Now back out to Ridgeton, left corner. We got a whistle, a 3-second in the lane call there. I believe that was Tad Shigoda that stayed in the lane too long for Perryton. That's an offensive turnover again. The Boomers take back possession. A minute 39 to go. They lead by 9, 63-54. Just a couple smart possessions here should put this one away for the Boomers. Sam Cheap has off the inbound. He's double teamed, though, trying to break that press. Now triple team, gets up to Meade. He'll get across the timeline to Peyton Hughes, right wing. Hughes dribbling around, gets the top of the key now to Chavez. It's just a possession game at this point. You don't have to do anything fancy. Now Chavez to Hughes. Hughes dribble at top of the key over to Cheap, and Cheap is double teamed to push out of bounds into Coach Roper. And Coach Roper grabs him and makes sure he stays up there, patting his guy. And that's going to be Kyler Fager getting his 5th personal foul, and he is out of the ball game now as Isaiah Dominguez also fouled out for the Rangers. And they had a foul there as the Boomers were taking time off the clock. Drained about 22 seconds off the clock there, a minute 17 to go. That will send Sam Cheap to the line. Boomers are in the double bonus now as Perryton up over that 10 foul limit. Sam Cheap's first free throw is up, and that is good. He'll convert there. He's got now 3 points all here in the fourth quarter. The Boomers have extended the lead back to 10, 64-54. And now all the other Boomers getting back here. Nobody in the paint for the Boomers as they're trying to make sure they are back. Oh, free throw, second one rims out for Sam Cheap. Rebounded by Tachkota. They'll try to go quick. Up to Daxton Ridgeton now. Right wing now, Cervantes, top of the key. He's double teamed, has to pick it up, gets it over to Aiden Tarango. Now back up to Cervantes, top of the key. Dribble drive, has it flipped inside to Shigoda. Shigoda up over Jake Meade, and Cano somehow gets that one to go from the right block. Off back to good. Tad Shigoda's had some tough shots to go. Another bucket for him, though. 64-56. Now Woodward the other quick. Inside Jesus Cano, left block up over Shigoda. And that's good. Assist over there by Zach Chavez. Cano in the 20-point club in this one. 66-56 now. Boomers lead. 40 seconds to go. Perryton with possession. Top of the key is Ridgeton. Goes left corner over there to Aiden Tarango. He's going to try to drive. He's cut off by a couple Boomers. Now flips back out to Billers. Double team. Now left wing over there to Ridgeton. Now Cervantes puts up the three and gets that one to go. Julian Cervantes nearly 30. Matching his 29 drop Tuesday. 66-59 now. Boomers get across the timeline. Get it up. Now they're trying to hold here. 14 seconds left as they lead by 7. Just trying to dribble this one out. They turn it over, though, to Cervantes. Cervantes throws up to Tachkota. Passes long, though, and that's out of bounds back to the Boomers with 5 seconds left As long as the Boomers can get this one inbounded with possession here, it should just be about over. 66-59. They get into Chavez. Chavez 3-2. Oh, it's stolen away. 1 second, and Cervantes can't get a shot off, but that's the ball game. Woodward win a tight one, a back and forth affair with Perryton 66-59. They will advance to the winners bracket and will play at 8:30 tomorrow, awaiting the winner at Blanchard and Altus. Perryton will fall to the consolation bracket, play tomorrow at 2:30, and await the loser of the Blanchard and Altus game. And with that, we've got the girls game coming up next as they get ready to take on the Chisholm Lady Horns. So we'll go ahead and take a break, come back and wrap up this boys game for you with some stats and some recap, and then get you set for the girls game. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Northwest Physical Therapy and Sports Center is celebrating 10 years in business right here in Northwest Oklahoma. Offering individual hands-on treatment programs, they have the latest technology and equipment. Whether you have a minor sprain from your favorite sport or serious work injury, an accident-related injury, or certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
What is dedication?
My daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful.